everyone. I'm Adam Beal, and I'm the CEO of Awayr. 2 years ago, I was living in Detroit, Michigan, working in the Future Product Strategy Division of General Motors. My team spent our days analyzing the global technology ecosystem and theorizing what the implications of those technologies might be for transportation and the automotive industry. In early 2018, I left GM and moved to Boston to take a job with the Air Force Accelerator. There I had the privilege of working with some of the best founders in the world to build dual-use technology companies that were profitable, scalable, and that would meet the needs of the U.S. military. When I arrived in Boston, I reconnected with an old friend, Dr. Ben Sawyer. Ben and I met at Colorado State University while Ben was studying cognitive psychology, and I was majoring in microbiology and biotechnology. Since that time, Ben has spent his career researching the human factors of human-machine interface, working with Fortune 10 companies and the 711th Human Performance Wing at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. A primary area of Ben's research has been understanding the root cause of distraction due to automotive HMI, also known as in-vehicle infotainment or IVI. From my time in the industry, I understood that automakers and suppliers were struggling to create quality IVI that drivers could use safely and effectively. For every 2 seconds your eyes leave the road while driving, you double your probability of getting into an accident. And when using an IVI function requires multiple steps to take your eyes off the road, the probability of an accident skyrockets. Not only can these systems be dangerous, but IVI has one of the lowest customer satisfaction ratings of any vehicle feature, and that's true across all makes and models. Ben has spent years conducting scientific research to understand the interaction between people and the interfaces they use, both from the physiological and psychological aspects of the user and the technological design of the interface. Ben coined the term the anti-phony framework to describe this interaction. From this view, the interaction between an operator and the HMI is similar to a conversation between two people. One person talks, the other takes in information, considers it, and then responds. Then the cycle continues. In this same way, whenever someone interacts with an HMI, the operator and the interface take turns processing, communicating, and acting on information. When this interaction is seamless and has low friction, users have a pleasurable and effective experience. But when this interaction is clumsy or awkward, information can be lost or miscommunicated, and it can even lead to catastrophic failures and accidents. Now, industry has tried their best to build great HMI and to make these interactions as fluid as possible, but they have repeatedly failed to do so. This is happening because human factors testing of HMI is time-consuming, requires physical prototyping and testing, human subject testing by subject matter experts, and can only be performed a limited number of times during the design process. The addition of just-in-time engineering only compounds this problem. Simply put, HMI design teams don't know how well users will be able to operate an HMI until they build it, and by the time they find problems, it's often too late to fix them. In fact, it is our belief that at many major companies, there's little to no human factors testing of HMI, and that as many as 80 to 90% of HMI features are never tested for quality prior to product launch. In the automotive industry, this can lead to vehicle crashes, risk of litigation, and customer dissatisfaction. But in the DoD, this can lead to operator fatigue, catastrophic loss, and mission failure. Ben and I launched Awayr to solve this problem. Awayr is an artificial intelligence system driven by real-world data that empowers HMI design teams to test user interface wireframes and functional procedures in real time, allowing HMI designers to understand the human factors implications of HMI design at all stages in the engineering process. Based on a proof of concept with a major OEM, Awayr is up to 240 times faster than the current state of the art, allowing teams to quickly find problems, optimize functional pathways, and iterate on HMI designs an order of magnitude faster. We're currently building 2 commercial products, Awayr Auto and Awayr Unmanned. We plan to adapt Awayr to additional interface domains in the near future, with the goal of improving HMI quality across the automotive industry and the Department of Defense. Since our inception in 2018, Awayr has enjoyed tremendous traction. We've been selected for contracts with the U.S. Air Force to apply Awayr to the MQ-9 and Global Hawk. We participated in the HEC Artificial Intelligence Accelerator in Montreal and the MD5 Startup Innovation Fellowship. We're currently fundraising and seeking commercial partnerships. If you find what I've discussed tonight interesting, or if you think Awayr can help you capitalize on an interface opportunity, please speak with me later tonight. In closing, HMI can no longer afford to be considered as an afterthought. In this age of increasing technological complexity, the quality of interface must be measured, understood, and optimized. Awayr is working to improve safety for drivers and to provide the best HMI possible for our servicemen and women. We hope you'll join us in achieving this mission. Thank you. Questions?
What's HMI?
Human machine interface. Basically any interface that you use to control something.
So your AI is acting like the user?
The AI builds the models we use to predict human behavior.
Oh, great.
Thank you.